Hello, Aries, and welcome to Bunnycat's Oracle. My name is Marianne, and I'm here to do your September 2020 general tarot reading. I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross spread today, and the main deck I'll be using is the Wonderland Tarot. This is by Chris Abbey and Morgana Abbey, and this is based on Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland stories. Loving this deck. I'm using it a lot. You'll be seeing it a lot in this channel. So it definitely deserves a formal introduction. I will also be clarifying with my Smith Waite Tarot deck, and here's the box if you're curious about that. It's more of a classic deck, just in case we need to get a little more clarity on any of the cards that come up for you. So before I begin your reading, I want to thank you for clicking on this video today, and I want to say a little prayer for everyone who's here. I ask God, Spirit, the angels, whomever you believe in, to bless you, protect you, keep you safe from harm. I pray that you are happy and healthy and that all your best wishes come true. Okay, let's get into it. All right, what do my Aries friends have going on for September 2020? I'm thinking of my goats. What do we have in store for Aries? September 2020. Only the best messages, please, from my Aries friends. Feels pretty good. Gonna cut the deck now. All right, let's go. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Flamingos. Somebody's thinking very clearly, setting up some strong boundaries. You may have learned some lessons recently about love or relationships in general. Learned what you want, what you don't want, and are learning to set stronger boundaries for yourself. You have a clear image of what you want in your life. In the present position, interesting, Capricorn got this too. I just did their reading. You've got the King of Hats, which would be the King of Cups in the traditional tarot. So I feel like you are very much in touch with your emotions right now. Now, male or female, this can apply either way. The King of Hats, it's not that he's like so emotional. He cries at the top of the hat. The drop of a hat. Hat, go figure. It's more just that he's aware of them. You know, he's a very deep type of person. He or she or they, somebody who isn't satisfied with just the superficial, but somebody who knows what they feel and knows what they want and is very good at articulating that without getting, caught up, in the emotional aspect of it. You can have a very good conversation with the King of Hats because he sees you on a very deep level. He wants to know what you want, where you come from, what makes you tick, what you've been through, what you've learned, Typically this would be a water sign, but you're a fire sign. So it's interesting to see this water element influencing you this month. You've actually got a number of water cards on the table. Ace of Hats, Four of Hats, Page of Hats. So I feel like you're really in your emotions this month. Crossing you, you have the Ace of Flamingos. It's kind of like a shout out to the Queen of Flamingos here. You are very much thinking clearly. This can also be associated with a victory. You see the crown and the little palm fronds hanging from the crown. So there could be some sort of victory at hand for you, some sort of win. I don't know if that's in love, if that's in business, might manifest different ways for you, but you have a real clarity of focus, and this is a cool combination to have. What do you get when you combine water and air? Flamingos is the air element. You get bubbles, thought bubbles, bubble bath, maybe. So I feel like you've got a lot of really new ideas this month. And they may be new ideas about love and about how you approach relationships. There's something in you that has changed fundamentally or is changing in terms of how you approach other people, especially in terms of love. But you're thinking very clearly and you're seeing things clearly. And and yourself as well. And I love that. I love it. Crowning you, we have the King of Peppermills. Now, I feel like this is representing you because this is typically a fire sign. Again, king or queen, take it however it resonates. This is somebody who's a good leader. They're naturally charismatic, very smart, quick thinking. They are generally very attractive, even though this character is not the most attractive looking king in the deck. Typically, the King of Wands in the Rider-Waite deck would actually be a very attractive card, as well the Queen. But in this particular deck, they're based on the kings and queens of the Alice in Wonderland stories, so they're not the most attractive characters. But let's just imagine for a moment that they are. This is somebody that's really got their act together. So this is your strength. Your strength this month is really being a leader, being charismatic, being attractive and healthy and full of passion and vitality. And I feel like people are looking at you. People are really seeing you in a positive light. They're seeing you as somebody that they want to pursue, or somebody that they look up to. They want to be like you. So this is really cool. It's a very powerful position here. There could be a real focus on friendship this month as well, or a very strong partnership of some sorts. You could be partnering up with someone just because you have two kings now falling in your spread. Past influence, you have the Hermit. Now, this is about a withdrawal, spending a lot of time alone. This isn't necessarily to do with you. Everyone has this hermit energy this whole year because of the pandemic and the quarantines and all that. We've all been kind of locked up at home and withdrawing from the world and our businesses. I mean, not everyone, obviously, if you're an essential worker, and God bless you. Thank you for your efforts. I feel like it's very unlikely that you'd even be watching this YouTube video because you're probably too busy working your ass off. Thank you so much for all that you do, even if you can't be here today with us. But I feel like for the people who are reading this video, there definitely has been a sense of withdrawal, at least in the recent past. But in doing so, you ended up with the World card. So you've had some sort of major victory, and I'm not sure what this is about, but not only a major victory, but a completion of sorts, the end of a cycle. It could have to do with your relationships or just kind of the way you're existing in the world. This is the last card in the major arcana. So it's not just about completing a cycle. It's completing a major life cycle. There was something that you needed to learn here, and you have. You've come up to a new level of wisdom. If this were a video game, you would have leveled up in the highest, best possible way. So somehow this hermit energy has been really, really productive for you. And maybe that has to do with this King of Hats here in your present position, really getting in touch with your emotions and how you feel. It might have been that in the past, you were so focused on your job or your business or whatever you were doing that you didn't really take a lot of time for yourself to think about how you actually feel about things. You may have been kind of just going through the motions in some way, projecting a certain persona because you felt that was what was expected of you, and it probably was what was expected of you. And maybe even the people in your life that you kept around, you never really questioned that relationship, or are they even right for you? Are they good for you? Is the partner that you're with the right partner for you? Just because you were just so busy dealing with the day-to-day, and you've had some time, a lot of time, to just think about things and think about how they affect you and what your needs actually are. And you've just come to a new level. Now, the Queen of Flamingos that showed up as the bottom card in your deck that talks about your motive. This queen, it's interesting. We've got another queen coming out underneath, Queen of Oysters. Maybe getting in touch with your feminine energy. Anyways, what was I saying? This queen is often known as the widow queen, which doesn't mean that you're actually a widow, you're actually losing somebody like a physical death, but it could be about ending a relationship. I kind of got that vibe, even though the World is a really positive card, so it doesn't have to be a bad ending. It could be a perfectly amicable breakup, but I just feel like something has run its course and it's taught you a lot, and you have just such a better sense now about what you want in your life and what you don't, and you're much better able to kind of sniff out the type of people that you don't want in your life now. and set stronger boundaries and find the people that you do. There's just a whole new level of understanding and some very, very clear thinking. And I like it a lot, especially because in your near future, you have the Ace of Hats. Now, this is beautiful. This feels like a gift from God. That feeling you get when you fall in love for the first time, that first kiss, or even if it's not romantic, when you find a new hobby that you love to do and you just have that sense of thrill and awe and just wow, and you just kind of lose yourself in the moment. That is what this Ace of Hats is about. It's a fresh start in some area. It's emotional. It's something to do with the heart. It's something you love. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a pet. It could be a child. It could be a new friend. Again, it could be a new hobby or a new side project. But your heart is definitely in it. And I love this. I love this. Let's get a clarifier to see if we can find out a little bit more about what this Ace of Hats has to do with. Of course, it'll be different for everyone. But let's just take a peek here. Please clarify the Ace of Hats for my Aries friends in the near future. Clarifying the Ace of Hats for Aries in the near future. Please clarify the Ace. There we go. Whew. Oh my. Okay, there's a lot here, so bear with me. I'm going to move it up a bit so we can see all the cards. Four of Cups. We've got the Justice card, number 11. Page of Cups. And the Four of Wands. Oh my goodness. Wow. So you had the Page of Hats twice. Page of Cups is the equivalent of the Page of Hats. This is about generally a message about love. It could also be about a friend, but I really feel you're going to hear from someone who loves you. Someone has something to say, or you have something to say to someone. You also have the Four of Cups. Now this, and it's showing up twice here. It's showing up in your hopes and fears, and it's showing up in your near future. So I feel like this has to do with you. This is the card of not wanting what is offered, but it also shows someone who has absolutely everything they need all around them. But there's something new. It's like they have all these hats that are up right here, but they're kind of bored with them. There can be some boredom here. But then there's this new hat being offered. Then this could be tremendous, something wonderful. The Ace of Hats is that hat. It's that new hat that's being offered to you. And the question is, do you want it? Do you even see it? Are you willing to take it? This person has their eyes downcast because they're focused on these cups that he's bored with, that he's not noticing that there's a gift being offered here, and you should take that gift. Now, because it showed up in your psychology spread as well as your near future, I feel like on some level you're worried about somebody else not taking it from you. Like there could be someone you love and you want to kind of give them your cup of love, and you're worried that they're not going to want it because this is your hopes and fears. But I also feel like on some level, it's like someone is offering this to you and you're not sure if you want it. So it's like it goes both ways, So let me know how that works out for you. You've got the Justice card here, 11, and then you've got the Four of Wands, which is the 11-11 card. 11-11, 11-11. It's actually a 4, but you see the two 11s with the wands, and there's like this portal. So this can be about a marriage. It can be about leveling up. It can be about a promotion. Because of all the cups that are showing up here, I feel this is about love. Not necessarily marriage, but it could be. Because with the Justice card here, you could be wanting to marry someone. You could be actually wanting to marry someone, and you're so nervous. You want to reach out and give them just this little message. Just let them know, like, hey, how's it going? I'm thinking of you. But it's like you'll really want to marry them, or they really want to marry you, but somebody wants to get serious here. At any rate, sorry, it actually fell this way. These are very, very positive cards, okay? You see how much yellow is here, is all very optimistic. You see this wreath. Something is being brought to another level in your love life, but you're just, you're nervous about it. You're nervous about, is this what I really want? Is this what they really want? Are they going to take it? Should I take it? But it feels like this is like a faded connection. Like this person that you're thinking about a lot and having all these doubts and hopes and going back and forth it's like you're destined to be with them. They may be your twin flame if you believe in that. They may be a sort of soulmate. It's someone whom eventually you are going to end up with, you know, and you can't help it. But the question is whether it's going to happen now or later. I feel like you are probably going to have some communication with them now. And you'll hear from them as well, because we got the Page of Hats in your external environment. You're not necessarily ready to dive right in. Maybe you're just taking it slow, kind of seeing what happens. Like I said, with the Queen of Flamingos here, the bottom of your card, you're very careful about whom you rush into a relationship with. So it's like you're not ready to rush in, but on some level you know that this person that you have all these wonderful feelings for is someone you're eventually going to end up with. So that's really cool and exciting and intriguing, but there's no need to rush into things. In your attitude position, again, I see a lot more yellow and green and really, really wonderful, happy colors. We have the Magician. This is David Bowie here, pulling a rabbit out of his hat, and with the Cheshire Cat presiding over the situation. Cat is in charge here. Cat is also in charge in this oracle. That's why it's named after him, Bunnykat's oracle. He's actually eating his chow in the background. It's making a loud sound. I don't know that the camera's picking it up. Hopefully it's not, because I do have a compressor on. Anyway, this is about creating magic. It's about also another fresh start. The number 1. Lots of ones here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. In the ace, you got a 1. 2 aces. 11, 11 here. Card number 11. And another 1 here. So there's definitely a fresh start ahead, and you have the energy of somebody who is ready to create something new and is kind of like trying to manifest it. Like you may be like really thinking about this really hard and just like trying to like make it happen with your mind, if that makes any sense. Are you doing magic on people, Aries? You're really making something happen, and I think you're going to catch somebody by surprise with something that you do this month. It's like, you know, a second ago, you didn't even see me, and now here I am, pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Like, I mean, I'm not sure what it is you're getting up to, but it is going to be cool. You are going to make it happen. When you decide you want something, you can make it happen. Aries people have so much energy. They are the literal Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts of the zodiac. And you can make anything happen if you want it, but you got to want it, and you got to know that you want it. And there's a sense of you still really weighing your options and asking yourself, is this what I really want? But I think on some level, you know what you want, and you're ready to make it happen. You are going to hear from somebody about love. Good news about love. Hopes and fears. Again, I feel like we covered that. You're not sure if they want you. I feel like deep down, though, you are. Like, you know, but you're just going back and forth with it a lot. Like, do they? Don't they? Are they going to accept this? Are they not? Like, should I call them? Should they call me? Like, there's this indecisive type of energy here. In the outcome position, though, we have a very decisive card. Absolutely nothing indecisive about this at all. This is the victory lap card. Very victorious. Somebody who's charging ahead, really ready to go after what they want. Also, I get the sense a lot of people are looking at you, watching you this month, seeing what you're doing, and being very impressed with what you're doing, you know. So you could have a lot of eyes on you this month, but you're going to feel really good. Aries likes to be in motion, so you feel really good when you're charging ahead with something, moving really fast. Could also be getting a new car. You could be traveling somewhere. You could be just traveling across town, riding your bike a lot, you know, just moving around the city, moving quickly and with purpose. Let's get a clarifier to see what this is about. All right. Clarifying the Chariot card for Aries, please. Let's clarify the Chariot card for my wonderful goats. Please clarify the Chariot card for my Aries. Ooh. Okay, I'm just going to take these two. Actually, I do feel this devil wants to come out too. Okay. 7, 7, and 15. which adds up to 6. That's actually 8, 7, 8, 7. So a lot of communication and could also be travel. The 7 of Swords is a scheming card. There could be a little deception involved here. You also showed up with the Devil. So sometimes the Devil is about your ambition. It's also associated with Capricorn. So it's not always bad. It can represent, really pushing forward, with your business and doing really well. But with the 7 of Swords here, I feel like there's a little bit of dishonesty. I wonder what you're getting up to, Aries. It could be that there's someone or something that you want so badly that you're willing to stretch the truth a little bit, be a little bit deceptive in how you go about things. And maybe that's why the 4 is showing up here. You may, if you're already in a relationship with someone and you haven't fully extricated yourself and you're charging ahead after somebody else, it wouldn't be good to withhold that information. I think that they would want to know what they're getting into. That's not nice. But another message that I'm getting with the Devil, though, is also of lust and obsession, that this person or thing that you're going after is something that you are absolutely obsessed with. You want it so badly you can't let it go. And if it is your soulmate, then that makes sense. You just can't get them off your mind. There's this obsessive pursuit, right? It could be a little toxic, but I'm really getting the feeling of just like lustful, which isn't necessarily bad unless, one or both of you are in a relationship with somebody else already. And there is a bit of a sneaky vibe here, so I can't help but feel that maybe be the case. But let me know how this manifests for you, because it looks like you're going to be successful in your pursuit, no matter what you're getting up to. Just please be careful and don't hurt anybody. My goodness. You are like devising a sneaky plan here. It's a card of architecture and sneakery, and sometimes thief. Stealing somebody else's woman. Oh my goodness. And moving very, very quickly with this communication card and travel card. Maybe taking some trips across town. But yeah, just be careful. Just be careful, whatever you're getting up to. Because I think you're going to be successful at it, for better or worse. Oh my goodness. I am going to take an animal spirit oracle for you, like I did for everyone else this month, to close out this reading. I'll be reading from the Kim Kranz Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Here's the box, and if you're curious, beautiful deck. I'm loving it. It comes with this really beautiful guidebook, so I'm actually going to read to you from the book today. Okay, what animal spirit guides do we have for Aries this month? What animal spirit guides do we have? Oh my goodness. Okay, we have 2 wanting to come out. Interesting. Hawk came out reverse, but I'm just going to turn it upright. And we have the turtle. These feel like very, very different energies, like fire and water. Well, I guess it's actually air. But there's something very fiery about this hawk. And that makes sense because I was seeing a lot of water elements in your reading today, but then also a lot of fire up here. So it's like you have a lot of passion, but you're also having a lot of emotions. But let's just read from the book. Okay, I will actually read both of them to you. And just bear with me, please, because there's no table of contents in this book. My only complaint. So I have to just find them by flipping through. Okay, where is that? Hawk, here he is. All right, the hawk is watchful, all-seeing, and a messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect your course. When hawk energy is in balance, it sees clearly, it's intuitive. When it's out of balance, it sees too much and it's suspicious. To bring into balance, you need a perspective shift. Now, isn't that exactly what we covered here earlier in the reading with the Ace of Flamingos and the world in your recent past and the Queen of Flamingos underneath you? Very, very perceptive, maybe a little too perceptive. You may be weighing the pros and cons maybe a little too much this month, but you're very keen. You're very keen to figure out some mystery here. Let's see what the turtle has to say. Turtle. So beautiful. Sorry again, just bear with me here. Okay, there it is. Turtle is an ancient soul, grounded, trusting, and at home in the self. It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all the other books and begin to tell our own true tale. When in balance, turtle energy is peaceful, adventurous, and productive. When out of balance, it slows down to a halt. To bring into balance, go on an adventure. Wow, that sounds wonderful. You know, when I was reading the turtle story to you, it actually made me think that this is almost like a couple here. Like maybe you are in this hawk energy, but the person that you are fancying is more of the turtle energy type, and you almost need them to like balance you out and bring you back to earth. But that's not going to resonate for everyone. Take it or leave it. Let me know in the comments if any of this hit home with you, or if you have any questions or thoughts. This has been really nice, and I'm really interested to know how this month plays out for you, what you're thinking about. Again, I want to thank you for tuning in today. Tuning in, act like it's a radio station. I mean, clicking on this video. And it's been great having you here, my Aries friends. I hope to see you again really soon. And God bless you all.